Welcome back, everyone. So today I'll be showing you how to make an auto water bottle filler for your Minecraft world. I'm gonna show you two designs. This is the single one and this is a dual one. So the purpose of this is to take your empty water bottles, which you'll place into this chest or barrel up here. It'll go into the dispenser. It'll spit it out, filling up the water bottle, and it'll push it down here. Alright, so let's go ahead and start and show how you make this. So the materials you'll need are, of course, empty glass bottles, 3 solid blocks, 3 redstone dust, 3 slabs, 3 trapdoors, 2 hoppers, 2 barrels, they could also be chests, 2 redstone torches, 1 lever, 1 comparator, 1 repeater, and 1 bucket of water. So this is the layout so far. So you're going to have your initial 2x2, which is indicated by these blue blocks here. And then we're going to have 3 blocks behind that. And then the gold block is where we'll put our lever, which will be the power source for the comparator to compare and subtract from. Now, depending on where you put your barrel or chest, that side would be the longer side. So meaning where this barrel is, you'll have your comparator and then the rest of the redstone components back here. So that's what I mean by the longer side. So if you have your barrel over here, you have the 3 additional blocks behind the 2x2 on this side. But I'm going to do it over here. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to put down a barrel like so. Have a comparator reading from that barrel. Make sure you put it on subtract mode. So that light right here should be on. We're going to put 1 redstone dust like so. Then we're going to get a solid block. Place it behind that redstone dust. Put a solid block above that redstone dust like so. I'm going to put a redstone torch on the solid block right here. Then we're going to put another solid block above that like so. Then we're going to go up here. We're going to put a repeater. You can leave that on 1 tick. We're going to leave it like so. We're going to take a slab, place it in front of this solid block here. And on top of this slab right here, we're going to put our dispenser. And it has to be a dispenser, not a dropper. So dispenser looks like it's surprised to see you. Next thing we're going to do is going to take our hopper, place it facing down into this barrel like so. We're going to take a temporary block, place it on top of the hopper like so. And then get your 3 slabs, or I'm sorry, your 3 trapdoors. You can put it on the sides like this, 1, 2, and 3. You can close those up like so. Come up here, you're gonna get your actual slabs now, the remaining 2. You put your slabs up here like so. You can open up this trapdoor and destroy this temporary block in there. We're gonna put a water source in here. We're gonna place it against the dispenser like so. You can close this back up. Next thing we're going to do is get a redstone torch, place it behind the dispenser like so. Get a hopper, place it on the side of the dispenser, and then get your last barrel. You can place that on top of the hopper right there. And then finally, you're going to put 2 redstone dust right here. And then we're going to put a lever on this gold block, and then make sure you turn the lever on. So now how this is going to work. You're going to put your empty glass bottles up here. It'll go into the hopper, which will feed into this dispenser. The dispenser will continue to work until this barrel down here is full. This comparator is set up in subtract mode, so once this is full, it'll spit out a signal of 15, but because this lever is here, this is causing it to compare it against the power of the lever. So this is 1, so that's 15, that's 14. So when this is full, it'll give out a signal strength of 15, which is just 1 more than the 14 here, which will power this redstone dust permanently, which will shut off this system, which will cause the dispenser to stop. So let me demonstrate. Let me get some glass bottles. Put the glass bottles in there. This is going to fill up. And this repeater clock will turn off once it's full. Okay, now that this is full, as you can see, this repeater clock has shut off. But when we take a bottle out, it will automatically replenish it. And then again, it turns off. So you can put these back in there. So that's how you make the single one. So now let's move on to the double one, which is this one over here. So for the most part, you just double up on the materials, but some materials are different. So of course you need your empty glass bottles. You'll need 7 slabs, 6 solid blocks, 4 barrels, 4 redstone torches, 4 hoppers, 4 trapdoors, 4 redstone dusts, 2 comparators, 2 repeaters, 2 dispensers, 1 lever, 1 glass, and then 2 buckets of water. Alright, so to start this one off, we're going to put our barrels here and here, like so. Put comparators reading from the barrels behind them. Put them both on subtract mode. We're going to put our redstone dust between these 2 comparators and then one beside the barrel right here. Put a lever here and we can flick that on. Now in front of these comparators, we're going to put redstone dust, so that would be the 4 redstone dust. Then we're going to put solid block, redstone torch on the back of those solid blocks above these redstone dusts here. We're going to put repeaters on 1 tick face into the solid blocks right here. Solid blocks on top of the redstone torches like that, which will create a clock. We're going to get our slabs and put a slab in front of this solid block and this solid block. This is where our dispensers will go. We can go ahead and put our dispensers there too. So dispenser like so. Then we're going to get our hoppers. We're going to have hoppers facing down into this barrel and into this barrel. And we can go ahead and put our hoppers face into the side of our dispensers as well. Next thing we're going to do is get a temporary block. We're going to place it in front of this dispenser and this dispenser, and then we're going to put a glass between these 2 temporary blocks, like so. Then we're going to get our trapdoors. We're going to put trapdoor in the front right here and trapdoor on the side right here. And we're going to do that for this side as well. Trapdoor in front, trapdoor on the side. We can get rid of these temporary blocks. Now while we're up here, we can fill these with water. So looking against the dispenser, fill both of them with water. And then we can put slabs on top of them to prevent the bottles from falling out. Also while we're up here, get our 2 other barrels. Whoops, I just put it away. Get our 2 barrels placed on top of these hoppers here, like so. We're going to get our 2 redstone torches, place them behind the dispensers like so. And now the last thing for us to do is to fill it up with bottles. Let's go ahead and do that. So put your bottles in that one and bottles in this one. And we're just going to wait for that to fill up and watch it stop as well. Alright, so they're both full. As you can see, the repeater clocks behind them both have stopped. And when you take one out, they'll auto replenish it with a filled bottle of water. And then after you use your bottles of water for, say, potions or whatever, you take the empty glass bottles and you just put them back in these barrels right here, which will be the input chest. So that's how you make those. So you got the single one and you got the double. So something I've also been working on using this concept is a way for you to make the new block, the mud brick blocks. However, it's really annoying having to go fill up the bottles of water yourself, as well as manually using the bottles of waters on each dirt block, and then taking those empty bottles and putting them back in the system or refilling them yourself manually. So this isn't a final design, but this is something I've been working on. So let me get a dirt block. So how this works, we have a auto bottle filler up here. So the bottles will go in here, empty bottles here, dispenser right here, shoots into this water source, turns into a filled bottle of water, which goes into this hopper, that goes into this barrel right here, which comes down into this dispenser here. So this dispenser has the bottle of waters here. We have a smart piston here, which is a redstone torch here, and then when you put a solid block right here, it'll power up this redstone signal, which will cause this piston to actuate and push it forward. So it'll look something like this. Also, what I have going on here is I have a lever and a repeater. The lever is on and the repeater is facing towards the dispenser. So once the dirt is moved right here in position, this will power on the dispenser, which will cause it to dispense the water bottle to create a mud block. Now, underneath that, we have a simple item sorter where it'll take the empty glass bottles, put them in this system. It'll go here into a dropper system, an auto dropper, which will detect when there's something in here. It'll shoot it out into this water elevator here using the soul sand. It'll come all the way up here, flow into this hopper that's up here, which will go back into this barrel. So this will receive the empty bottles again, and then it'll begin the process again. So it'll look something like this. This way you don't have to, only thing you have to manually do is place down the dirt blocks and then come up with some type of piston array, which will turn this into a cube of mud blocks that you can later come by and use your shovel to pick up. Again, this isn't final. This is something I'm working on. I'm still, the design I kind of like so far, but I'm probably going to refine it a little bit more. But that's it.